Woo. Woo. Make sure oh. Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Woo. Hey Elizabeth. I'm a couple minutes late. Forgive me. Hold on one second. Let me get my TikTok really fast. Woo. Y'all see me over here looking like I just stepped away from a plate of chicken. Okay. Hey Donnell. Hey Genteria. I took care of that for you. I will be sending you a copy. Woo. I've been busy, girl. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm just making sure your girl is looking presentable. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday. Okay. I have a little bit to tell y'all. So I want to make sure everybody can hear me before I get started. Can you hear me on TikTok? Can you hear me on YouTube? Make sure y'all got your girl locked in. How you doing, Priscilla? Cheers to everybody too. I got my mimosa on a Monday. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. Okay, good. You can hear me. All right. So if you're on YouTube, okay, thank you, Darylyn. All right. So first of all, I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. Hope you guys had a awesome Christmas holiday. Look, let me show y'all my little dress. Okay, from Rain Bell with the look. Okay. So anyway, I'm loving it. So I had to wear it again because I feel too cute in it. Okay. So let me let y'all know, if it's your first time watching, please follow. You can share the video. I appreciate it. We are getting ready to run down all of Shamika Saves stuff for 2022. Okay. Because we are getting ready to end the year. And I want to make sure that you guys have done everything that you need to do before we roll over into 2023. Okay. Hey, Miss Mo. So first we're going to talk about the IRS. So I'm going to let y'all know. And if I ever feel, if y'all see me and I'm looking a little too oily, y'all let me know. I am just discovering Vaseline. And let me tell you, I be slathering that thing going. All right. So the IRS, let me tell y'all, first of all, they think they slick because they did this while nobody was paying attention. It came out on Christmas Eve. None of y'all was paying attention. But if you were, you will know that the IRS has decided, listen close, to delay the $600 reporting on the 1099s. Okay. So y'all remember, at least for the past 2 Mondays, we've been talking about the IRS and the 1099s, the 1099Ks that you guys are going to receive. If you received over $600 in PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, okay, any other third-party merchants that you use. This is for individuals who have, let me explain, they have delayed reporting for business and personal. But okay, here is what I need you guys to understand. If you have a business, let me go to personal. If you are a personal individual, okay, and you did not and you didn't make $600, it doesn't even matter if you did. You should not receive a 1099, and if you do by chance, you keep it. Okay. It's just for information reporting purposes only. If you log into your IRS portal, you know I've been telling y'all to log into your IRS portal. If you log into your IRS portal and you see that 1099, you do not have to add it. This is for personal, okay? This is for individuals who have personal accounts. You probably will see the 1099 still being sent to the IRS. The requirements have changed. They don't have to send them to you. Okay. Now, if you are a business individual, happy holidays to you too, Keisha. If you are a business individual, you should not receive a 1099K either, unless what they are doing is they're reverting to the old way that it used to be. And if y'all have been following me, I told y'all this was the best way for y'all to make some cash and you don't have to report it. I'm not making up the rules. The IRS made up these de minimis rules, okay? So the rules that have been going, that they're going to continue, and this is for business people. If you have made $20,000 in sales and, okay, not or, and this is important. Two things have to happen in order for you to report it. You have to have $20,000 in sales and 200 transactions. So that means 200 swipes, 200 putting the pin in, and you have to have made $20,000 in sales. If that is you, that is the only time you're going to claim any of your money. All right, Gloria, hit me up. The link's in the bio, okay? So I need y'all to understand, you will not, even if you receive a 1099, keep it for information purposes only, but you are not to add them, okay? And if the system works the way it's supposed to, individuals who receive a 1099K will automatically know that if they're receiving it, they're supposed to add it. So you guys should not receive one at all unless you meet the de minimis requirements, which is $20,000 in sales and 200 transactions, not 200K, $20,000. All right. Now I'm going to tell y'all what they did that screwed a lot of y'all up. Okay. Now y'all know I got to keep saying, if y'all been paying attention to me, I've been talking about this for at least 5 years. Okay. Now I told you, if you are a business owner and before they changed it to this $600, this was the best way for you guys to make at least 100 grand in sales and not pay taxes. You know why? Because the IRS says that it is $20,000 in sales, 200 transactions per merchant, not total. So you could have went to PayPal and made $19,950, stopped. Zelle, $19,950, stopped. Cash App, y'all see where I'm going? So don't tell me, IRS, that y'all are not changing these rules to affect the middle class and lower income people, because I just told y'all in the past 5 years, the easiest way to make 100 grand and don't have to report it, because there's even more than 5 companies out there that you could have made 20,000 from, or less than 20,000. So I want y'all to know that they changed this because too many people were getting away with not reporting that type of money. Do you know how much taxes a person who makes $100,000 has to pay? They owe $27,400, I think, and $62. Okay, but it's almost $28,000. So do you look how many people have been getting away with $28,000, and they coming after y'all for 5? Okay, so if some of y'all were stressing about reporting your income, and I know one of y'all are watching me, and I know you're gonna text me when we get off this live, but you, ma'am, do not have to worry about messing up your Social Security disability. All right. Now, I am talking to some people who do receive Social Security disability. I need you to understand that if you, and I'm just using this person's situation, and yes, people do reach out to me for consultations, to talk to me about their situations, to figure it out. But if you are using or receiving funds for anyone, not from anyone, for anyone, say you got a busted behind friend that can't get a bank account, they cannot get a Cash App account because they messed up their credit and now they can't go to any place to get a bank account. Don't you get a bank account and receive funds for them. And if you do, you need to understand that starting January 1, 2023, the IRS is like this. They already was like this in 2022, but enough of y'all got mad and worried and concerned that y'all didn't get enough warning that they're now going to give you only a week break. Some of y'all just found this out from me tonight. So you only got a week before next year, next year. So you got a 1 week to ball out and make as much money as your business can that you do not have to report. Okay. Basically, that is exactly what they are telling you. Okay. So I don't know. Some of y'all been waiting to do your thing. This is the time to go out and do it. All right. Another thing, we are getting ready to the end of the year. And if anybody was contemplating buying a vehicle, get you one. Okay. I just heard Master P talking about this on the podcast. And this is something that he says he always tells rich individuals. Now, listen to how rich people help other rich people. Okay. Hey, Dwight. So I'm not going to consider myself rich. I consider all of us to be equal. So I'm going to do the same thing that he's doing for people that are in his tax bracket. Okay. If you have a business and you are making money, you know that you have to pay taxes to your uncle. You have to pay to play. So what does Master P tell the individuals to do? Buy a car that is 6,000 pounds so that you can qualify to do your tax credit for having a business vehicle. So I know we only have a week left, but it's a lot of y'all that I talk to that are contemplating buying a car. Why not buy a vehicle right before the new vehicles have to be displayed? Do you know that at this time of the year is the best time to buy a car? Let me tell you why. Because when dealerships have vehicles on the lot, and y'all make sure y'all share and follow me, because I'm just going to be dropping some stuff for y'all so that y'all did not know. When vehicles are on the lot, they are on the lot because they are rented. Not rented. They are loaned to. So if you see a Ford, say it's Hamilton Ford, those cars are loaned to me. I don't pay anything, or I don't pay any interest or any of that until it's sat on the lot for an amount of time, and it's usually 12 months. So right before the end of the year, all the previous years need to go because those cars were sent from the manufacturer. And the manufacturer looks at statistics to see which cars are selling the most, because that is where I need to send those new vehicles so they can sell. And I'm going to loan them to this car lot to get it sold because they're in the business of making money. But you guys are in the business of making sure you lower your tax liability. So if you are somebody that's doing good in your business and you don't have a vehicle running for that you can write a vehicle off under your business, then you might need to sit and talk to somebody, because some of you are missing out on those benefits. Okay, thank you, Dwight. So now let me tell y'all, the IRS ain't knocking on your door to see when you are using this vehicle or how you are using this vehicle. Okay, they are using the honor system. Okay, so if you saying that you got it for your business, they're gonna go with it. Let me also let y'all know that when you are, thank you very much, Miss Bronx Bougie. Let me also let y'all know, when y'all see people saying they get in a car and they writing it off, they are not writing off the loan. They are only writing off the price of the car that they paid so that they can lower whatever amount that they owe the government. Is an expense, no difference than a office expense, business supplies, uniforms, hotels, and meals. That is all the car is for. Okay, so if you are somebody and you having a great year, sis, you making all the money, that's the year you need the car, because that's the year you don't want to pay all those taxes. I was just saying this is somebody today, and then I'm gonna take y'all questions if y'all have them. What people, average, ordinary people, need to learn to do is to defer their taxes versus owing or avoiding. Like, IRS does not like people that avoid paying taxes, but they respect an individual who is smart enough to put the debt that they owe off to the side and come back and pay them later. But you know what the majority of the wealthy people do? They die and they never pay it back. Okay? So if you're lucky enough, that is what you would like to do. Send all your wealth to your kids and your grandkids and die owing the man. That is what rich people aspire to do. And I'm not telling y'all I don't want you guys to die in debt. But if you don't owe anything and you die in debt, what the hell are they gonna take? Okay, I'm just saying. So let me see what y'all saying really quick. Yes, Mimi, what did you say? Mimi says, can I ask you a question? What are the benefits of having a Navy federal bank account? Great question. Some of the benefits. Well, let me tell you this. If you are looking for a bank account, I would love for every single person watching me on both TikTok and YouTube to have a credit union in your pocket. If you have a bank and do not have a bank and a credit union, or just a credit union by itself, you are doing yourself no benefit. And I'm going to tell you why, Mimi, because Navy Federal is a credit union. There are no monthly fees with a credit union. Y'all know Bank of America charged $10. Wells Fargo charged $10. If I don't tell you just enough of saving you $10 times 12, that's $120 I just saved you. Bam, you welcome. So if nothing else, leave the other banks alone because you don't want to pay the minimum payment. And one thing that gets me about the banks, and I'm not going to lie, I have a Wells Fargo and I have a Bank of America, but I do have every credit union I can think of, okay? And the only reason why I like dealing with large banks, sorry, y'all know this oil dripping out the skin. The reason that I choose to have large banks, and Mimi, I am going to answer your question, is because I like to be able to have the availability to go to ATMs. I do not like USAA and having to find a ATM. Navy Federal barely has locations. So I don't think it's bad to have a major bank, because you can always transfer your money from your credit union to your bank account and go to the ATM and pull the money out in the event you are somewhere there's no ATM. Okay. So one reason why I think Navy Federal is great, because it's a credit union. 2, because I don't pay any monthly fees. 3, because Navy Federal is one of the most, if not the only, generous credit union that is out there, that as long as you have a good, listen to me, a good bank score. Now, I didn't say nothing about a credit score. I said a bank score. Navy Federal, and if y'all ain't share and tag and all that good stuff, I know I ain't tell y'all to do that in a minute, but Navy Federal has their own credit scoring requirements. Okay, Felicia, I'm gonna get to that. But Navy Federal gives the best and the highest amounts of money when it comes to credit card lending and car loans. Their interest rates are not good. Now, if you're in Melbourne, you can provide Space Coast Credit Union has way better interest rates than Navy Federal. Okay, so you gotta shop around. But credit unions usually give some of the best interest rates around. So I only tell people to go to Navy Fed because of credit card, because of lending only, not for a mortgage. I would not recommend them for a mortgage, but I do recommend them for credit cards and loans. Okay, if you're in the credit game, that is where I would tell you to go. All right, so that is why. Now, somebody asked, two of y'all asked about Pentagon Federal. I don't have a problem with Pentagon Federal. Hold on, let me take a sip. I don't have a problem with Pentagon Federal Credit Union because it's one of the few credit unions that you can join for $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and anyone can join it. So if someone doesn't have a credit union that's near them, you can always go online and join Pentagon Federal Credit Union. Here's what I don't like about Pentagon Federal Credit Union. Availability of ATM machines, again. 2, they are not friendly or lend friendly as Navy Federal. I have yet to come across any bank that lends money as generously as Navy Federal, because Navy Federal takes into account of how you handle your money in your account, not just your banking, not just your credit. And I think that says a lot. And if you guys don't believe me, go apply for a secure card with Navy Federal, the $300 card. Whether you get approved or denied, they're going to send you a piece of paper in the mail telling you what your credit score is, if you're approved or denied. But turn that thing over and it will tell you your bank score is. And the higher your bank score is, the better chance you have of getting a credit card. Why? Because they can take the money right out of your account. In the event you don't pay, they can put a lien against it. So so they'll give you a credit card because you have collateral. All right. So I'm not against Pentagon Federal Credit Union. I do have them. I just do not use them a lot. And I would always steer someone towards Pentagon Federal Credit Union first, USAA if you can get in second because of the insurance. You're supposed to use these banks the same way they use you. Find out what is good for you from them, and that's what you get in on. And you don't use them for anything else. Okay. Thank you, Gentiri. She said to like and share the video. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Mimi says, how long should I wait to apply for a credit card from Navy Federal? I tell people, if you can, it depends. If you have a 650, I'm gonna say a 650. Okay. Maybe even a 640, a strong 640. And I'm not talking about a 640 that you just got yesterday. Meaning if you have 3 months of at least good solid 6 something, at least over 620, 630 credit, go ahead and apply for a credit card with them. If you have not and your credit is give yourself 90 days. In the banking industry, or even when it has to do with money, you're going to see a lot of numbers. One of them are going to be 3, whether that's 3 months, 90 days, or 3 years. Another one you will see is 5, and another one you will see is 7. Okay, so if it ain't 3, 5, or 7, run. Okay, so that is what that's the time limit that they like to see. That you'll see a lot in the banking in this type of industry. So I always tell people 90 days if your credit's not ready. If it is, you can do now. They tell you no, come back in 90 days. It says salute. I'm gonna have to record this. Thank you, Game Over. I appreciate that. All right, so let me tell y'all some other stuff that you guys are gonna find to be true also. So we are going to start. We're in the age of credit card companies and banks and companies are going to be pushing all of us into debt. Okay, they are going to give you more than you need because they want you to be the responsible ones to say no, I should not do this. Okay, and who is going to do that? A lot of people don't have enough education. A lot of people don't have enough control to restrain themselves. So I want y'all to understand something. If you were to go to the bank and say, give me a $50,000 car loan or a $20,000 personal loan, which one do y'all think y'all would get first? And I'm gonna just give y'all a second. Just drop. Would y'all get the $50,000 car loan or would y'all get the $20,000 personal loan? It doesn't matter what your credit is. Tell me which one you think you should get. And Tamara, I'm gonna answer your question in just a second. Adriana, I'm gonna get to you too. Okay, good. I'm glad. So the majority of y'all are saying car loan. Only one person is saying personal. The reason I asked y'all this is because I want y'all to understand something. As long as, and I said this a minute ago, collateral, you can ask for a $5,000 loan, personal loan, and you still will get the $50,000 car loan before the personal loan because the bank knows if you don't pay, they can take it from you. If you get a personal loan, what is attached to it? Y'all ever notice when the feds come to get people, they take everything that they own because they don't know where the hell they spent the money? That's exactly what the bank cannot do. The bank cannot come and take anything. So they prefer, and you will see this, they're going to lend you stuff as long as it's attached to something that they can take back. So what we're going to do in 2023 is I'm going to show y'all, and if y'all watch me on YouTube, I try to teach you guys how to get money from the tangible things that they give you. So I'm going to point out, I'm going to drop a couple things. Now y'all know if y'all come to me, y'all supposed to have y'all pen and something to write with. I'm going to give y'all some things y'all need to look into this year to prepare for next year, okay? Most important thing. And before I do that, let me see if I missed anything. Aura says, I'm out having dinner with my boys and talking about info. Thank you, Aura. I'm sorry you having dinner with your boys. Tell them I said hello. And somebody did ask me something I wanted to answer real quick. Yes, Cynthia, I am back. And I'm gonna tell y'all real soon. I'm gonna go into the whole story. I'm not messing up no police investigation. Your girl is gonna be quiet. All I'm gonna say is, I don't know if y'all can see that, but if y'all can see that, I just want y'all to know I earned this, okay? And I'll be telling y'all about that soon. There's no sense in talking about it at this moment, but I will. Okay, so Tamara, that's what it was. Tamara wants to know, can civilians apply to Navy Federal? You can only apply to Navy Federal if you have some type of affiliation with the military. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick way to get in. If you do not, if you don't have affiliation, okay, don't tell them I told y'all this, all right? But a lot of people ain't gonna want to do this, but it just depends on how big of a deal getting into Navy Federal is to you. Now, if you know somebody with Navy Federal will allow people who are roommates to join. So what does that mean to you? Well, Navy Federal is going to want some proof. So either you're going to have to provide a lease, or this is just what I think it's the easiest, Change your driver's license to match the person that has a Navy Federal account and say that you're roommates and get in, and then change your driver's license back. Okay, that was all. I don't think that's too much work, but some of y'all tend to not want to deal with the DMV. But if I had no other choice and I was desperate to get in the Navy Federal, I'm just letting y'all know this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Okay, so do what you please, but I'm just letting you know. Okay. All right. So moving along. Let me make sure I ain't missed no one real quick. Let me check. Y'all know I don't like to It says, do they do home insurance? Absolutely. And let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know, USAA, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you, one hands down, USAA is best for car insurance, best for renters insurance. It is good for insurance, period. Okay, I haven't found anybody that I think does insurance better than USAA. Okay, maybe Geico, but USAA is the way to go. But not everybody can get in with USAA, and that's the thing. I also want y'all to know too, if you're bringing somebody in on USAA under you, if they mess up the account, they're gonna be mad at you, and they could close that person's account and yours. So don't just go add folks. That is why I'm telling people to do the roommate thing, because at least you are on your own account and you weren't, well, you kind of are brought in under somebody, but you can ask them, do they hold the other person responsible for any actions on your account? That's something that they don't tell you, that is in fine print. Okay, so don't just bring somebody thinking you finna hook up your whole family and then all y'all get kicked out. Okay, all right. So Miss Aura said, I need to take your tax class. Yes, and if y'all don't know, I absolutely do have tax classes. Okay, so we are getting ready to get into the end of the year. I do have my people signed up who want to start their own tax business. If anybody is interested in starting their own tax business, please let me know so that you can get at it and get your money so that you can give your people the pre-act checks. Okay, and if y'all know what pre-act checks are, those are that stands for pre-acknowledgement. That is for individuals who get those cash advances. You could get them earlier than the normal time you do when you file your taxes. If you are, it's certain requirements, but you can go to your tax person, you can get the pre-act checks. Okay, all right, so let me go into the couple things that y'all need to get ready for that y'all need to look into. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in this world. And if you are trying to make money and stay ahead and stay afloat, you got to have a hustle. Now, some of y'all can have a job and that's cool. Oh, yes, ma'am, Adrian. I'm sorry. I don't charge for credit repair. Let me just say that. I do. Credit repair now is completely free. What you do pay for is a consultation with me, which is $20, so that I can go over your credit. And then the second thing is, if you choose to want me to be your coach monthly, basically telling you what you should do, because the rules are changing. That's another reason why I'm going to get into what I'm going to get into, because I just read a case today. Okay, the Feds is not playing. They're taking everything from people, and so if you're going to be in this type of business, especially in credit repair, and anybody who's watching that does credit, be mindful what you post. You need to do your research. You cannot be calling yourself a credit repair person. You're going to find yourself in jail. And that's it. There ain't no nice way. You're not going to get no fine no more. You're not going to get no cease and desist. You're getting arrested. Okay? So I don't do credit repair. I am a credit coach. Okay? So the credit coach fee is I believe it's $25 a month. But if you want to do your consultation, it's $20. All right. So you can hit the link in the bio, or you can send me a message on YouTube, or you can send me an email. All right. It's 7:30. Let me get into the stuff y'all need to do. Credit repair. Yes, credit repair. I'm not going to say that it's illegal. And every time I get ready to start, somebody asks me a question. But I do need y'all to understand this. Credit repair, the reason that they state that it is illegal is because if everybody had good credit, how would the banks make any money off of y'all? So what they do is they make laws, federal laws, that says that I can fix your credit, but I can't fix your credit until after I fix it and then charge you. Well, who in the hell is going to pay me after I've done the work? Y'all going to run off on the plug, just like Ply said. Okay, y'all ran off on the plug. So no, ma'am. Let me let y'all know this. Credit repair is illegal. I'm looking at TikTok because I need y'all to understand this. Credit repair is illegal federally. Federal always always trumps state when it comes to this. People can find ways to bill people. Yes, you have ways. You can charge administrative fees, upfront fees, consultation fees. You can do all of those fees, but you are not to charge you are not to charge for removal of information prior till it's removed. It just doesn't happen. And anyone who's ever worked with me, y'all know I always charge you one fee. One. Okay. And if it didn't work and we couldn't get there, we kept going, or you got a certain percentage of the money back. Why? Because ain't nobody finna go to the Federal Trade Commission on me. So yes, state laws are different as to how you may be able to advertise and talk about, but credit repair is illegal. Okay. And if you do not believe me, give me your email and let me send you some cases. Okay. I've been doing this a long time. All right. A very, very long time. And I've been going with the waves as long as they've been doing it. But I know what they've been doing. And if anybody's been working with me, you'll know that I changed. I do not tell people I do credit repair. I'm a credit coach. I know enough to get you to fix your information. I'm just not going to do it for you, because now they're holding the person who's doing the work responsible, not just for you, but for everybody that they helped. And if you cause harm to the company by removing stuff that was legitimate, who gets fined for that? You, the credit repair person, not the person who did it. So it's not legal. And if y'all don't believe me, go and look up the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. Okay, that is who writes the laws when it pertains to credit repair. And if you are a credit repair person, you know you use the FCRA to justify every reason of dispute. Okay, so illegal, guys. Now, people can be creative. I'm a credit repair coach. I'm finding a creative way to still help you, but to keep myself above water. So hopefully y'all are not paying. I guess lots of people that come to me that paid $2,500, $1,000, and nothing was done. Went to Lexington Law and nothing was done. The only people who could do credit repair, and then I'm moving on, are lawyers. Why? Because credit is contracts. So lawyers are the only people who are legally able to charge for credit repair, and nonprofits. And nonprofits can't charge. Anybody want to debate? Let me know. Okay. Nonprofits are the only ones. And if you notice, look at the places. They're called credit counseling. They're not called credit repair because they don't want to repair your credit. They only want to give you the education, and hopefully you'll catch on. Now, if you're in Florida, the new homeowners assistance program, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the stuff to look forward to for 2023. The new homeowners assistance program has now unleashed their third part of the program, where they are going to educate anyone who is interested in buying a home. They are going to put you in a credit counseling class. Y'all notice it ain't called credit repair. Okay, it's not called a credit repair class. It is called a credit counseling class. The 4-hour class that you need to satisfy the requirements to get a home. They'll also set you up with counselors. Okay. So if you are somebody, if you want to talk to those people, go do it. It's free. You want to talk to me? It's $20. Okay. I don't have DeSantis behind me, but okay. The only reason why I would encourage some of y'all to go to them is because if you are in need or trying to use one of these programs to buy a house, you will need a 4-hour class. So you should do it, if for no other reason, to take it for that. Okay. And that's only for people in Florida, and that's under the homeowners assistance program. Okay. All right. Let me see if y'all said anything else really quick. No. All right. All right. Okay. So she said, I'm looking into insurance for Navy. I would look into insurance through USAA. Honestly, that's what I would tell you to do. Cynthia says, thank you for education and entertaining us. You're welcome, Miss Cynthia. Dwight says, it's very sad about takeoff parents over will. Yes. Okay. Don't worry, I can get into the gyms of what I want y'all to do for 2023. This is actually something I did want to talk about. I just want to tell y'all something. Everybody gonna die. Everybody will die one day, okay? I know it's sad and it's unfortunate, and you never thought it was gonna happen to you. But I'm gonna tell you what you guys need to do, and it doesn't cost you a lot of money, all right? You need to, if you own anything that you want to give to somebody, this is only for the people Who owns something? If you the information for which class, the homeowners assistant class, that's through Homeowners Assistance Florida. If it's my classes, hit the link in the bio. So since everybody knows they're gonna die, everybody should prepare. If you have nothing that you want to give nobody, you just want to die and throw all your stuff in the garbage, go to Goodwill, whatever, cool, you don't have to do this. But if you have a car, you got clothes, you got jewelry, you got a house, I don't understand why you guys cannot take 10 minutes out of your day, out of your life, to either do a will or a trust. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something that's going to blow your mind if you haven't already been watching me, because I always explain this to y'all. Wills are what poor people do. Trusts are what people with money do. And I'm going to tell you why. No, for Alabama, it's not in Alabama. This is only for Florida, 24 dentists. Sorry. So, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when somebody dies, and I need y'all to understand this, and I know a lot of y'all have been dealing with this if y'all have ever dealt with a loved one. Now, we talked about dealing with death and taxes last week. So if somebody died, you have 3 years to claim their taxes, okay? But here's what's going to happen. If that person does not have a will, then you have to go to court and get the judge to say who is the person that's going to be in charge of your estate, okay? Now, estate sounds funny because y'all probably like, what's an estate? An estate is just a word. It's like a garbage bag, and you put all your stuff in the garbage bag. That bag is your estate, okay? So the judge is going to say, I want Mimi to be in charge of this estate, okay? So that is what happens if you don't have a will. The judge gets to pick. Now, if you don't want to do a will, this is what I recommend people do. I recommend people get a trust. It doesn't cost that much more than a will. But the reason I recommend you get a trust is because nobody has to know about it. If you do a will, most people record that will. Now, when you die, people go and find out what you own. So if you die, remember I was saying if you die and you owe a lot of people, if you have stuff in a will, now somebody knows what you own, and now they're going to come after you. Creditors can come after you. People who you loan money to after death, they come after you. But if you have a trust, it is the same thing, putting all your stuff in a bag. But you're calling it a trust instead of an estate. But this time you hide in the bag behind your back and nobody knows about it. Now, it goes a little bit more in depth than that, but that's the best way for me to get people to understand why you should do a trust versus a will. Because people who have a will, even if you have a will, when you die, you still have to go to the court and let the court appoint the person that's in the will to be the person to handle your estate. So if somebody in your family dies and you need to get access to their bank account, if you go in the bank and say that this person died, the bank is going to freeze that account and you are not going to get any money out. Okay, even if you have a will that says, I'm the person, it's me, it says I'm supposed to do, it don't matter. They're going to say, come back after you went to see the judge. And you know how long that takes? About 6 months. But if you have a trust, if they put that, just say they have a savings account with $10,000 in it, but they put that account in the trust, meaning all they did was write on in the trust, they added it. I got an account with this much in it, this is the account number. That's what I mean by putting it in. When they die, you can go with that trust and go, I'm the trustee. You don't even have to have a judge because a trust is higher than a will. So maybe y'all never been explained that, but that is why low income and poor people or middle class people suffer after somebody dies, because nobody tells you about planning for death. And that is one of the most important things that we should do, because it's gonna happen. And you see Dwight talking about Takeoff's parents, because he was rich, did not have a will or a trust. Now the parents got to fight. And you know what they're fighting over? Who's gonna be the person to be in charge of the estate? That means all that money he has is sitting somewhere in an account, and a lawyer is getting paid a percentage of that money every month to babysit an account that they're not doing nothing to. Now, maybe those are rich people problems, but poor people got bills to pay too. And we don't have time to be worried about if we can get the money out the bank account. So y'all definitely need to be looking into a trust versus a will. And you do not have to pay millions and millions of dollars. You don't have to go to an attorney to get it all done, especially if y'all don't have a lot. If you got a whole bunch of stuff, absolutely go. If you got a little bit of stuff and you just want your family to have no problems, look into it. They're cheap. Okay, when can you file taxes? They have not dropped the date. I know everybody keeps asking about that. There is no time date for when they are going to drop the taxes. All I'm going to tell you to do is to stay tuned right here in January, because you know they're not going to drop it until January, y'all. Y'all know they're not going to drop it until January. So just wait. A trust can run you anywhere from, I say usually trust can run like maybe up to $300. And y'all don't have to go to an attorney. You can find a paralegal that can do it. Okay. Like I said, it depends. If you are a millionaire, I'm going to need you to invest some money into protecting your assets. But if you're just an everydayaire, you can get you a couple $100 trust and put your stuff in there. I don't know how many times I have husbands and wives come in my office at tax time crying because they did not know that when they go to a bank, they couldn't get the money out. And here's something else y'all did not know. You can another thing you can do is use a life insurance policy. I don't know why people don't have that. Why don't y'all have a renter's insurance? Haven't y'all paying attention to the weather? We are going to have bad weather for the rest of our lives, guys. So if you can invest $7 all the way up to $25 a month for renter's insurance, you are going to be buying furniture a lot. Okay, you are going to be buying groceries a lot. Get you some renter's insurance and use it up. That's what it's there for. Okay. The next thing, get you some life insurance. I don't know why y'all don't have it. Y'all gonna die one day. And I don't want to say it like that, but it's true. So why not have money you can give to your kids tax free? Don't y'all like it when y'all got them stimulus checks and y'all didn't have to pay that money back? Didn't y'all like that y'all didn't owe any taxes on that money? That's the same thing life insurance is. It's a stimulus check for your children. Okay. And hopefully you will die with no debt. Or if you did, it don't matter. Hopefully you won't own anything because you done gave everything away. So even if you own, they just gonna have to hunt you in the afterlife to get it back. Okay. So life insurance, renter's insurance, and you definitely need to look into a will or a trust. All right. I'm gonna add these as things we need to do for 2023. Those are the 3 big things y'all need to look at doing. Okay. Another thing y'all need to do, if y'all know y'all not necessarily oh gosh, how do I want to say this? This is all I'm going to say without saying. And this is somebody told me this to the bank. Get you a what do you call them? Safety deposit box. The reason why is because if you get a safety deposit box, the bank is not required by law to tell anybody that you have one. Now, I'm not saying that I'm talking to anybody that's doing anything that they shouldn't be doing. Okay. But it's always good to have because it's like your secret. Okay. Now, y'all probably going, I don't know why, but lots of people, why y'all think rich people have these things? Okay. So a safety deposit box don't cost y'all a lot, but it's a good way to store your personal information. It's a good way to keep a lot of stuff that maybe y'all don't want to keep. Y'all want to keep from somebody or keep hidden. And nobody will know about it. The only person that knows about that safety deposit box is you. Okay. So look into that. All right, let me see what y'all saying really quick. My estate is not a garbage bag; it's a Target bag, ma'am. I know that's right. Look, I got a Walmart bag. Okay, I got a Walmart bag, but I just use the bag because I like to give y'all a visual so it sticks in your brain. Okay, so I needed y'all to know. Okay, let me see. You can put a POA on the account. I had a will and POA over my parents' estates. Yes, but see, let me explain something. And if y'all know, she's talking about power of attorney. A power of attorney ends when the person dies. So a power of attorney is good, but as soon as that person dies, that power of attorney goes out the window. So, because a power of attorney and Maximus, that could be maybe a different thing in your state, but most power of attorneys give a person charge over another person while they are alive. So if she has a power, you may have a power of attorney over, I guess you said on the account. So I'm not sure what account you're talking about. This is what I want to tell y'all. about planning for death, and then I'm gonna move on to my last piece and let y'all go. When it comes to bank accounts, you don't have to put that in a will or a trust because bank accounts have beneficiaries. So you guys need to make sure your beneficiaries are updated, because in the event you do die, say you don't need any money to pay the bill, but when they do cut the check to clean out the account, they're only going to send it to the beneficiary. So if you got somebody on that account that you opened that account up years ago, you was in love with, and you don't had that bank account 10, 20 years, and y'all ain't together no more, you might want to go check your beneficiaries, because some of y'all might be paying people y'all don't love. Okay. Life insurance. Life insurance also gets paid to the beneficiary. So if you have it and you got a long time ago, please make sure you're paying somebody that you like. Okay. Basically, everything else has to be handled through the executor, which is the letter that the judge gives you when you're waiting for when they look at the will. They will give you a letter of execution. That means that person is an executor, okay? But if you have a trust, that person is a trustee. A trustee gets activated immediately upon death. The executor has to be appointed by the judge. That is the difference, okay? So there's not many things that have to be that have beneficiaries. But if you have anything that has a beneficiary, you need to make sure it's updated. That's your work. That's your when it comes to your job, your last check, all of those things, because those things don't pay out. Those things don't have like it transfers to the next person in the will. It can, but they like to pay it out to whoever you set up for a beneficiary. Okay, so I hope that was clear to y'all. It says, are we getting an extra 1,500? No. What extra 1,500? I didn't see anything. What extra 1,500? I want to know. Miss Martine, we can talk, but so I can see what you talking about. If you're a homeowner, can you get renter's insurance? No. If you're a homeowner, you got to get homeowner's insurance. Okay. If you're in Florida, it's dirt cheap now. Okay. Hey, Miss Violet, renter's insurance. That's right. Renter's insurance for renters. Okay. Let me go on. Let me see what else y'all got going on. This says, does that apply to companies that require credit or only individuals? It goes for both, not just for companies, it's for both. It's for credit repair companies and individuals. They do have state laws that govern what you can and cannot do. Most states, and I'll just say for Florida for sure, you can go right on Ashley Moody page on the Attorney General, and she will tell you straight up, do not pay anyone for a service and they didn't do it, because they love to go after them. Matter of fact, Florida has some of the biggest credit repair fraud cases ever. And they just closed down somebody yesterday, and they just took they just made them turn in their Land Rover, turn in their Mercedes back to the dealership. They took 3 homes. They took all of the bank accounts. But the one thing that I thought was so neat, that's why I wanted to tell y'all, was in all of those bank accounts and all those accounts that they seized the trust. And those people, they were wealthy. Now, they were doing stuff illegal, but they put their homes in a trust. They put the money that they were earning in a trust. They were smart enough to handle their affairs the right way. And that's what I'm trying to get over to you guys. When I was going through that indictment, I'm going, damn, that's one thing they got in common is they knew where to put their money. And that's what I want y'all to do. They knew where to put their money so that it worked for them. It is, I'll get you the name and I'll tell y'all. All right, so some stuff y'all need to look forward to in 2022. I'm going to tell you who it is because I just found them. Hold on. Because that's how I found out about how the government gives your information up to these companies when you owe them. Hold on, y'all. All right, so some stuff y'all got to get into for next year. And let me tell you their names. Let me see. It is. And the company had a thing called the credit repair game. I know exactly who they are because they were on YouTube. But their last name is Rando, Rando. Husband's name is Michael. So you can look it up. They were indicted a little bit ago, but now the feds came and got everything. Everything. The difference between a living will and a living trust is that you're alive, meaning you have a chance to make changes. And this is basically what to do with you when you're alive. That's why you'll see some of them say last will and testament, because that is for people after death. Okay. You could choose to do a living will. A living will could be what to do with your body. If do you want to donate your organs? Do you would you like to be resuscitated? That is the kind of questions you'll find in a living will. Okay. All right. So some of the stuff y'all should look forward to in 2023. IA. What are IAs? Hold on, y'all. They're called insurance adjusting. Big money in insurance adjusting. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what's so good about insurance adjusting. You can get certified by sitting at home. Okay, very easy test. All right. Insurance adjusting may be something a lot of y'all want to do. Another good thing about it with insurance adjusting is you do not have to go out and do it. You can get certified to be an insurance adjuster and then go to these companies and sign on with them as a business and hire your own people to work under you and send them out. Make sure they get trained, of course. Okay. The good part about it is you can help them get their certification. All right. So you can make money two ways. They can to join, you can help them get their certification. Then you also get paid off of them as they work for you. So insurance adjusting is something that's going to be big because as long as the government keep playing with that heart machine, we're going to always have weather problems. Okay. And if y'all follow the government like I do, y'all know what I'm talking about. But they keep messing with this weather. And the weather is never going to be good. So as long as houses are going to be tore up, flooding going to happen, hurricanes and tornadoes, you better be getting into insurance adjusting because it's going to be money in it for the rest of y'all life and mine. Okay. Now, another thing, truck driving. How many of y'all don't got that CDL and need to get that CDL? They are basically giving away these damn CDLs. So if you ain't looking into getting one, something's wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, y'all know I don't go into anything looking like no worker. I go into everything looking like the boss. So you can get a CDL. Now, let me tell you what's so cool about it. And when you're doing the CDL test, it's not like this real estate test that I'm taking, okay? The CDL test, once you hit your score to pass, the exam is over. So it doesn't even go through all the sections unless you need them. So it's very easy to get this CDL, guys. So why y'all don't have it, I don't know. Okay, that's a designation that a lot of y'all need. And I copied it from somebody now, y'all. Y'all know I love to share the wealth. I got 36 pages or pictures of the answers for the CDL test. Okay, so if y'all send me your phone number and email, I will text it to you. Okay. All right, I'm just saying. So y'all know we each one teach one over here. So I do. So if y'all anybody interested in looking at it, and y'all know, if y'all don't know, I believe in doing everything. Well, not everything, but I study backwards. I study the test, which is easier than studying the work. Okay, than all the stuff they put out, because the test is, I study the answers. So if you need it, I have that. Okay, so insurance adjusting, truck driving. Now remember, when you get into truck driving, all you got to do is set your company up with a federal motor carriers, federal motor carrier. I want to say service or system, one of the two. Probably the most expensive thing is going to be that insurance for that truck and paying for your stickers and everything. Okay, now I'm not gonna say this is not going to be super cheap, but this is for people who got a little bit more change that can invest. Okay, you get you 2 trucks. No, yellow man, send me, email me and send me your number. Don't put your number up here because you might get all kind of women calling you, okay? And it won't be me. But send me a message and I have no problem sending it to you. I saved it in my phone. Y'all know I give up the goods. I do not keep them, okay? So you can, because see, they just changed the rules. Now, they was letting people OJT drivers, where you did not have to go to truck driving school, but they done changed it because now they know they're going to start handing out these licenses like Hot Pockets. Okay, so if that is you and you're interested, or you interested in even starting a business, that is something to look into. Why? Because you get so many tax breaks for hiring. Guess what? Ex-cons. Okay, and nothing against ex-cons, but it's a lot of them. So you almost would you have nothing but employees. Now, as long as you got the time to deal with them, you ain't got nothing but employees. Nothing at all. Okay. So, all right. So let me see what else y'all saying. And I'm going to keep going down the line with the other stuff. You're welcome, Miss Davis. My home has equity, but balance. Oh, can it still be placed in trust? Yes. You can't. So it's great to place things in a trust that we own, but you can place it in there. But if it's not paid off, if your home is not paid off, just let me y'all know, if y'all get a trust and the home is not paid off, no different than a will, then it won't transfer to the children. Now they'll be able to handle affairs, but it won't transfer to them. Okay. A lot of people put stuff in trust for purposes of being sued. Trust keep you from being, well, they don't keep you from being sued, but it's hard to know what to sue when you're hiding everything. That is why people use the trust. Okay. All right. And Miss Darrell, if you got a lot of stuff that's expensive, I would absolutely suggest that. You can call me, I'll let you know. Alicia says, a company said January 24th. I'm glad. I knew it was going to be around January 20 something. Now they're probably going off of what the IRS told y'all in the previous years. So I haven't seen anything. Now I was on the IRS website today, but it more than likely it is going to be around the 24th. And thank you, Dwight. It says, even though life insurance are assigned to someone in case of death, should it still be added to a trust? No, you do not have to add life insurance to a trust, because anything that has a beneficiary doesn't have to be, because they're going to pay out automatically to whoever you assign. So if something has a beneficiary, you don't have to worry about putting it in anything unless you want to. Okay. Hey, Miss Starlight, we're talking about everything. Okay. So what else should we get into? It says, but this sounds like crazy, but is the DMV organ donation a type of living will? No, the DMV organ donation is not like a type of will, but what they're going to do is when you on that slab and you go to the hospital and they look at your body to go ahead on and say, what's the cause of death? And you go see who the person that do the autopsy, that person. When you go see them, they're going to run to see if you are a organ donor, see if you're on that list to donate your organs. And so after the funeral and all that they're going to take your organs out. So it's not a will. Basically, when you put that you do organ donation, that's basically checking a box that we just wait for you to die so we can take everything. I mean, basically, I don't think anything's wrong with it. You're not using your organs, giving them to somebody else. But believe me, you put them on there that you want them taken. The one thing the government going to do is they're going to take everything you say you're going to give them. They may not give you nothing back, but they definitely going to take it. Nicola Wood, what's your question? I'm sorry, hon. That's what you did for your driver's license? I got to use my, I'm telling y'all definitely got to get your insurance adjuster license. Something else that y'all should look at getting that's not too difficult is, okay. Y'all could look at, let me give y'all an easy one. I know a lot of people be like, nah, I want to do this, but life and health insurance, selling life and health insurance, people gonna die, y'all. Now, a lot of people be like, nah, I don't want to do it. It's hard, it's this, it's that. But let me just give y'all a reason why I think you should do it. You don't even have to sell life insurance to make money off of life insurance. You can get and I'm gonna talk about, thank you, Miss Martine. Miss Martine said the medical examiner. Thank you. Yes, you're right. That's who does autopsy. But when it comes to life insurance, the law says that you're not supposed to talk about life insurance unless you are an active salesperson, right? Which I think is so stupid. Okay, because I definitely believe everybody should have a life insurance policy, term and whole life, right? But say you don't want to sell, but you want to make money off of people that you send. You can get your life insurance, health and life, which is the 215. Not that difficult, y'all. It's not that hard. You can do it and just refer people to someone that signs them up, and you get affiliate money from every person that gets brought on. Now, I know y'all probably think that's crazy, but it's not. Another reason why I think life insurance is good, or life and health, whichever you want to call it, is because every month the person pays the premium, the life insurance agent get paid a portion of the premium. Who doesn't want money from people who are responsible enough to pay their bills every month? See, life insurance agents, they be the ones who got that money and y'all don't know, because they secretly are getting residual income from people every single month. So y'all should seriously consider, if you can, meaning you got a clear background, all that stuff, look into life insurance. You ain't got to get out there with Ameriprise and be trying to sell everybody all that stuff. We are trying to make residual money, and these are one of the ways. Doing affiliate stuff is another one. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Okay, Luca, saying I'm studying for life and health insurance right now. I know that's right. Do it. That's right. Get you some life insurance, y'all. Okay, and whole life is a lot higher, but whole life has a cash value. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. If you got little kids, why don't you have not a term, why don't you get them a whole life policy? So when they're 18, they can pull from that money they can borrow from their own life insurance and buy a car. And then instead of paying the bank 8%, 9% interest. They can pay themselves that car payment every month and build back up their account, and whatever interest is earned, they earn it, and it's not going to a bank. These are the things that they don't teach you in school because they want you to owe other people. I want you to make money and keep it. Says, even though life insurance, okay, I read that one. Okay, hey, Starlight. Okay, all right. It says, no, I answered it already. If y'all need the info for the CDL, please send me a message. I know most of the time when I get up here, y'all already have messages in there. Just send me your phone number. I will text it to you, and I will send you all the 36 pictures. Hey, yes, Miss Darling. I don't try to make y'all laugh. I just be talking, okay? Hey, Chantel, happy holidays to you too. Let me see what else y'all saying real quick. Look, Dwight telling me it's 8 p.m. I know it's 8. I know. Because life insurance shouldn't be bundled together. Because savings and life insurance shouldn't be bundled together. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. Okay, one other thing. Now, because Dwight told me it's 8 o'clock, and I do try to let y'all go at 8 o'clock. Another thing that y'all need to do, we need to start getting paid for every single one of our referrals. Anytime I refer any of y'all to any place, you better believe I have already signed up. So when I send you that link and you sign up, I'm going to get me a check in the mail. And if that is not what y'all doing, y'all crazy. Okay. So you should be doing affiliate links. Now they have tons of them, but I don't want you to go and sign up for tons of them. I only want you to do the ones that you do. If you use Self-Lender, if you use Grain, if you, any of these credit card companies that you are referring people to, before I refer anyone, I always ask, is there an affiliate program? Or I look online to see if they have it so I can sign up and get paid, because companies don't become popular without you. So if they can't become popular without you, they should pay you, right? They should pay me. And I hope that they're going to pay y'all. I always tell y'all to go look at those class actions. Y'all know I ain't never going to take my foot off a class action neck. Okay. That is always a check, as long as you claim. And y'all remember classaction.org. That's the one I go to, because they don't ask you to show proof. Okay. Remember I said the insurance adjusting. Remember I said, what was the other one I told y'all to do besides insurance adjusting? I can't remember. Y'all will tell me. Another one y'all should do, go back to school. How many of y'all are missing out on that money from financial aid and student loans? A lot of y'all are missing out on that. Now, a lot of y'all don't need a lot of money, but some of y'all need a quick $5,000 or $6,000. Why not go to school for one semester? Why not pimp the school? Pass, please, so you don't have to take the class again, and get you your financial aid and student loan check for the semester. Do what you need to do. And if you don't want to be in school anymore, you don't have to. Why aren't y'all using those? That's money right there. And if you in school, y'all know they're giving you money every semester. These are the passive income. These are things that we need to do to start bringing in money. That's right. The other thing was truck driving. Thank you, Starlight. Truck driving was the other thing. Now, I know y'all probably ain't going to hear this, but the reason I sit on here with y'all, I love what I do, but this pays. So if y'all got kids that's talented, y'all got all these kids that's dancing, they rap everything, they sing, they know all that. Why y'all ain't turning the camera on them? Y'all should be making some money off of these kids. Do I need to tell y'all the richest person on YouTube is 8 years old? He 8. The boy don't even talk. Okay? The richest person on Twitch, that video game, if I'm not mistaken, he's a rapper. If he's not like the first, he's in the top 5. So I just want y'all to know there's tons of things that y'all can do that's going to make money. And I'm actually going to make a list, and I'm going to put it behind me and make a video, because y'all are sitting on lots of money. Go in, get your private investigation certification. And after this, I'm going to be done. Get your private investigation certification. It's real easy to get that. Get your mortgage loan officer certification. That's only a 20-hour class. Y'all are missing out on some major money because you don't want to, or I ain't gonna say you don't want to, you don't know. Okay? But mortgage loan officers, they make good money. They get a percentage of the mortgages, and all you got to do is have everybody want to buy a house. Who wouldn't want to do that? Okay? So these are things that we can do. All right? It says, I always tell you to tell your people they can go to school for tech careers. That's why look at that. Mo said y'all need to get in these tech careers. And thank you, Mo. Thank you for telling me that. And not only go to school for tech careers and make 6 figures, you can go for free. And if y'all want to know, Mo, send me your info in the email. And if you don't mind, I can have people, I'll send people to you. And if you want to do a consultation with them to talk to them about how they can get into the tech industry so they can get them some free resources. Some of y'all need to do that. Some of y'all got these smart behind children. Y'all need to be getting them into stuff so they can make money, because working at McDonald's and Walmart ain't it. You ain't gonna make that money. Real estate license is a great thing to get right now. Always great to get. Okay? Real estate license is great. Why? Because you get access to stuff that other people don't. Real estate salespeople can do so many things, not just selling houses. You can manage properties. Lots of people are renting. Okay, so y'all want money. These are things y'all got to do. But my most important one that I'm definitely really pushing for y'all to look at doing is the insurance adjusting, because it's undermanned and overworked because nobody knows about it. And these people are making big bucks, buying properties, buying houses and cars, and y'all want to know how they're making that money. So I'm just telling you, okay? All right. I do Amazon affiliate. Yes, do. And so Miss Aura, send me a message and I'll get Miss Mo's information so that you can get information on how to get into tech, because it is something that y'all should definitely do. Miss Martin, send me it. Or if you see Miss Mo, send her information. Look at that. I forgot about notary, because everybody's a notary, but notaries make money. And if you're a notary and you live anywhere near plastic surgery clinics, that's where you need to hang out, because those girls need to have those documents notarized. And a lot of places won't do it. Banks don't like to do it because if something happens, they don't want to be rolled into a lawsuit. But you can charge them $50. Okay, why? Because convenience fee, my notary fee. All right. Normally it's $20, but you charge the upcharge of $30. But definitely, if y'all buy some plastic surgery clinics, y'all better keep that notary stamp in y'all pocket. Okay. I know I probably told y'all my story one time. Okay. So it's after 8. I appreciate you guys for being here. Please let me know if you need anything. Send me a message if you need to do a consultation. You want to take my tax class. You want me to look at your credit. You just want to talk because you love my voice. You can always hit me up for a consultation. Link is in the bio. Thank y'all again for being here. I appreciate it. And I'm sure some of y'all are going to text me when I get off here. So I will talk to y'all soon. And I'll see y'all next Monday. And please go to my YouTube and watch my videos so I can keep y'all up with the up. All right? Because I'm going to get into deeper of why the IRS changed this thing, this $600 till next year. But we ain't going to talk about it here. All right? Love y'all. See you later. Bye-bye. See you.